Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to episode 99. It's the last of the double digits, but hopefully not the last of the episodes. We have just completed a very sneaky mission in episode 98. It was a quick mission, I only got one kill, I killed one drone, and then I snuck into a building, nabbed the VIP, and just ran off and waved goodbye to two Andromedons and a Viper. They were none the wiser, and we just got a whole bunch more intel. Now, speaking of intel, I still have a project here in the Shadow Chamber that I need to do, which is build the Psionic gate for 65 supplies, 10 Illyrium, and 80 intel. I don't really like spending that much intel, but I'm just going to have to, because at some point I will have to do this thing. There's not that much to do, though. I mean, current project is the Psionic gate, but... hold on, does that take 3 days to complete? Is that it? Well, it might. Oh. Yeah, of course. I was a bit confused, sorry. This is New India. And in New India, I apparently have done enough of the liberation missions to find another network tower. So, once again, I can send in a squad here, provided that I still have any left, and try and take down the network tower in advance of taking down the HQ. But I already have one HQ which is still, well, awaiting liberation, so to say. And another one is already being infiltrated, and I have no squads left. So, much as I would like to go on the network tower mission, I just can't. What can I do, in fact? I can find a mission area which has low strength and good intel, and I can do ops there. This one doesn't quite fit the bill. What's all in? Oh, you get more resistance, or you get more from resistance drops. Yes, but I would also need to build 2 radio relays here. That's really not worth it. 2 radio relays is going to set me back, I think, almost 2,000 supplies. For a 20% bonus. No, I don't think the campaign is going to last long enough to give me that bonus. What I can do is have a look at New Chile and start to do stuff over there. Can I respec quick study on Largezo? Yeah, probably. Good point. Let's have a look. Largezo. He has quick study. I can respec that to something else that could be useful. Question. Deep cover doesn't help. Overwatch shots are triggered by any enemy action. Could work on him. It's really the only thing that I could see being very useful. The rest of them just... not so much. So, covering fire. Oh, and I had a Psi operative who was ready for additional training. Foxblood. Soul Steel, Soul Merge, or Stasis. Stasis. I usually don't use it, but in the past couple of episodes there have been a couple of times when I thought, oh, that would have been very handy to have. New mission, 11 days, ambush a troop column. Ah, yes. That might actually not be a bad idea, because advanced strength over here is already 4. And I am trying to take down this guys, which, when I infiltrated, had about 47 or 48 targets. The big question is, can I send in a squad? And more importantly, do I have enough snipers? Carlo the Curious doesn't have snipers. Carlo the Curious is a raiding squad. This squad does have a sniper, but well, some of the main operatives here are heavily wounded. Blinn is on operation, Katparo is on infiltration, Red 4 is on infiltration, so... I would have to use Roadhouse, which can be done. Yeah, I think I'm just going to send in Roadhouse. Alexander the Great. we have a spotter? Yeah, we have Angel. Shooter, 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 long range shooter, shooter. Area of effect damager. This is another spotter, which I don't really like. I'm running low on veterans or high veterancy troops. Alright, let's pay a quick visit to the black market because there was a gunner that I could get.
Market is open.
Send a mixed squad. Yeah, I can do that. But I'm going to get this guy in. Hello, game. Can we go back? Thank you. A new gunner. I'm a little hesitant to use gunners most of the time because their aim is just... 73. Their mobility is usually heavily impacted in a negative way because they're carrying a heavy weapon and they also need to be kitted out. So this guy's mobility is down to 12. But what they can do is suppress large areas. And that's what they do quite well. Grazing fire, lockdown, mayhem, and demolition. Jürgen Hans von Clausewitz, you are going to be joining that squad. Roadhouse. So that's at least the staff sergeant that I now have joining, as opposed to one that would have been a private first class. And yes, I know, I need to send in the private first classes at some point, or they're never going to get experience. But I would rather not do it on a troop column, because that feels just way too risky. We do have a sniper. Yeah. Okay. Now, weapon-wise. Aurora, coil rifle, and arc blaster. You are the... No, she's not the one who's heavily trained in arc blaster tech. I have one that is. Toe socks? Yes, electroshock. So you're gonna get the arc blaster, which I bought more or less by accident. I wasn't really intending on getting one, but her aim... Oh, her aim is just bad. Hers? Oh shit. I don't have a mag rifle or a ghost rifle for you. I'm gonna have to buy one, which is pretty much a piss poor timing because soon I'm gonna have the plasma weapons. Oh well. Get the Gauss long rifle. And let's start stacking upgrades onto it. Starting with the Superior Wildcat cartridge for another 3 critical hit damage. A Superior Laser Sight is going to give me 15% crit chance. And then I'll take an at least stock. That'll work. Unfortunately, I don't have any sidearm holsters available because I sent all of those with the Sparks. The Sparks are back home, but I don't really have a way to get those things off easily. Coil rifle. Upgrade that. You need a scope on it. And you need a hair trigger, ideally. And an expanded mag. Lacking that, an autoloader will do. Next. Angel. Arc blade. SMG. Subcoiler. This is all good. She has the Hell Weave, so anybody who goes after a melee attack on her is going to get that melee attack right back. So I might actually not use her as a spotter. You know what? I will bring one of the spotters along. One of the private first classes. Iron Man here. I've already sent him on a mission once. And he survived. He just didn't do anything. Well, aside from spotting, that is. So this time around, he should actually have something to do. So you're loaded out. Cobalt. And I am out of rifles. The timing is still pretty terrible. Load that up. Aim's great. Yeah, you need an advanced hair trigger, which I think I need to buy because I'm probably out at this point. Hair trigger. And a scope. No, sorry, upgrade that. Not loadout. Upgrade. Stealth. Here. Upgrades. To have advanced scope. Hair trigger. So now she's flexible between either attacking or going in Overwatch. You can put something on a sawed-off... No, you cannot put something on a sawed-off shotgun. And then, the new arrival. Jürgen Hans von Clausewitz. Upgrade. Combat awareness. I'm not sure if that's going to work out too well. It might, but is he ever going to be on Overwatch? Does suppression fire count as Overwatch? Because I really don't think so. Hyperreactive pupils might work. Conferring a 10 aim to your next shot if your primary weapon misses. Now, do we have a big gun for you? We do. A Gauss cannon. Vibroblade. Since I don't trust these guys with their aim, I'm going to give them tracer rounds. Elite hair trigger, that will do. And then another item. But what? A battle scanner? A smoke bomb? A Gauss pistol? For short range, he already has his blade, so he doesn't really need a Gauss pistol. A nanomedikit then, I guess. Lacking any better options. And then this guy, well, since I have a couple of subcoilers lying around, I'll just hand one over. Try to treat it very carefully, because at the moment, you could argue that the weapon is more expensive than you are. Because I can get another weapon for 40 points, or I can get another recruit for 15 points. So be careful. ELS impact fields. Here, have dodge. Just don't get spotted at all, please. And I think that's everybody. Armor for the gunner. Seriously, am I sending him out? Yes. Thank you. I was about to send this guy out in Kevlar. Which would not really have helped his endurance too much. He's not likely to be near. Here, increase armor by 1 point. Gunners for some reason always get hurt on my squad. Your torso is transparent. Or your hips, not your torso. Torso. There. Now I did also have one which had a booster for Overwatch abilities. Holy shit, you're wearing Predator? Where's all my armor at? Give me a suit of Warden armor. Shit. I can't afford that. Make armor available. I'm not sending her out without a Warden suit. Okay, listen up. You're gonna get a better improvement for this, which is the superior reactive servos. Improves Overwatch accuracy by 15% and allows the user to return to fire their primary weapon back at attackers. That could be very, very handy on somebody who's as good with overwatching as she is. How does the chameleon suit, or does the chameleon suit affect detection range? No, it doesn't. Chameleon suit affects infiltration time, but not the actual detection range. So it's useful if you want to really quickly get a squad infiltrated, but it's not that useful if you have a squad like this, which just has time. Okay guys, good luck. Catch you in a couple of weeks.
Sky Ranger deployed.
I was scanning down here.
Setting course for Sector 4, Chile.
Now, my plasma weapons research has been temporarily halted, I just noticed, because I'm researching the Psionic gate. Oh, what else? 6 days, 3 hours. A smash and grab. Oh, wow, that's traditional.
Setting
Sure.
course for Sector 5, India.
If I have a squad which can do that, and I'm thinking I do, in the form of Carlo the Curious. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-ish. I just need to make sure I have enough armor to put on these guys. And yeah, I will have. Because I just stole some of the armor of other people. Who are most likely not really in a condition to actually wear it. Hold on, there's a really fancy knife for you. I don't mind her having one of these. Because one of the users died. But she does need an extremely good one. You're also wearing Kevlar, Warden. Warden. Archer and Warden. And finally here. In Warden. Next level. Thanks you for joining the stream. Nice to catch you on. Okay, I think we're good. It's just a smash and grab. It's nothing too stellar. Have a good one. I might need to boost them though.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Now I am cutting it very, very close. Because I have all of my squads currently on operations. Save for one. Sape. But Sape squad is pretty much out of commission. And that's going to remain that way for, well, a good 2 weeks, give or take. So if something happens right now that I need a squad for immediately, I'm going to have to recall one. Or, and that's option B, I'm going to have to find a squad which I can expedite. But I don't think I have any. These guys are ambushing a troop column, expecting heavy resistance. If I boost that, it might help. These guys are definitely going to take a long, long time before they actually get anywhere. Who else do we have? Carlo just went in. Cat Pyro's doing his HQ assault, which is still swarming with a loads of pluses, so that's probably 50 enemies. So no. I don't really have any way of sending out a squad right now. Well, it would be a mixed squad. But nothing else. Oh, crap. Nope.
Hate to do this, but you're the only one who can pull this off. You know I'd go myself if I could.
The gateway is primed. Is the subject prepared?
Ready. I hardwired what was left of the Codex brain into Rover. It should be emitting the same signal the Codex used to pass through the gateway.
Excellent. Let us begin.
See, what I don't get is that she says you're the only one who can do this.
The Codex opening a similar rift in the field.
Don't we have
I am
more
sure
gremlins?
your device
Haven't I
will
been
be
building
fine.
gremlins? For the last 15 months of this campaign?
There. We're set to record across all spectrums. Remember, go in, take some quick readings, then come right back through. Okay?
Yeah, sentimentality.
Whoa! Are you seeing this?
It appears our signal has been received. Increasing power.
Doesn't look like any place we've been before. Or any place on Earth, for that matter.
Perhaps this is the source. The aliens' seat of power, if you will. Secure beyond any physical limitations.
Only one way to find out. Go on. We're counting on you. fine, Doctor.
The process did work. There was an instant where the device was in between locations. However, once that occurred, the gateway called for a second signature, an organic signature. When we could not provide one, it generated a sort of feedback pulse.
Obviously.
If the codex creates the door, this organic signature must surely be the key.
Well, we better make sure we have the right key before we try again. I would hate for this to occur to something organic.
Agreed. I'll report our findings to the commander immediately.
Okay, new proving ground available. Mimic beacons. Hell yes. A mimic beacon, while not really being a get out of jail free card, is, well, let's just say it's just short of that. I just expect them to be really expensive. 1 gatekeeper shell. Yeah, there you go. And a whole bunch of supplies, 2 Elerium cores, 20 alloys, and 33 Elerium crystals. This is not cheap, but it will help. It will allow you to get your troops out of trouble, well, more often than you might want. It can really, really save your life. How many cores do we have? We have 38 cores. Let's just get this done. Alright. Unfortunately, not really any progress. I mean, no Avatar project progress in such. Oh, what's now? Smash and grab in 1 day. You're very optimistic about my capabilities. Melissa! The hero of the network tower. Let's train that dead shot up. Okay, and we have Untouchable being trained. Good. Jeez, the amount of missions I'm generating is getting out of hand. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. It's just a security breach. These things can still be serious, but usually quite survivable. Now, last supply drop, I was still leaking about, I think, 31 supplies. This is probably where? In Operation Death Hole. Wilderness of New Arctic. I'm seeing at least 1 laser rifle, and what I think is an infiltrator with an arc blade. So I should have plenty of firepower to take down a couple of faceless and escorts. Which is usually just a bunch of troops. An officer, a stun lancer, such. What do we have? Who are you? Nimble! Fiona. Officer rank. I think? Yeah, she's an officer. Okay. We have a laser rifle, a mag rifle, a mag rifle, another mag rifle, and a laser rifle. That's a really good haul.
Got it. We still have a lot of ground to cover.
Now, let's move out a little.
Time to motor.
Seems like we do have the high ground,
10-4.
which is another excellent start.
On it.
Look at her mobility. Holy shit, she can go anywhere. Then again, that's why she's called Nimble. Now, after this mission, I might just recall her, because she is a really good operative, with excellent aim, and all this mobility. She can do a lot for an actual standard squad.
Heading out.
And apparently she has been training these guys up, because they got Bounding Fire, Shredder, Will to Survive, and 3 grenades. This one. That's Will to Survive and Grazing Fire.
Heading to that location.
Igor has not been trained yet. You also have Bounding Fire? Jeez. And resilience. So she's less likely to get critically hit.
Got it. Moving.
We have some really, really good rebels here.
I've got my eyes on.
Scanning.
Not so bad.
Hey, Alpha Straw, welcome.
What kind of control?
Okay, they're down there. Let's move the rebels up first, because their mobility is always going to be worse than Fiona's.
Time to motor.
There we go. The 3 of them. Having a blast.
Alright. Let's do it.
High cover,
Let's go.
ideally. High cover.
Affirmative.
I'm really wondering now if I gave Fiona something like face-off. That could be a really useful ability.
On my way.
No, she has lightning hands, hail of bullets, but I think she's too early for face-off. She just doesn't have it yet. She does have a melee attack for 12 to 16. No, hold.
I'm on it.
I want to see if these are just standing around and having a chat, or are actually moving. They're moving. Okay. Now, ideally, I'd open with a grenade. But I'm not sure if that does enough damage. So let's just start shooting.
It's still up. They've got our
And so this first rebel starts with a graze. Promising. They're all spreading out. Grenades are just out of the question at this point. Flashbangs, however, are not. Just focus on taking one of them down at least. I can probably take all of them down in this turn. It's kind of going to come down to how accurate my rebels are going to be. Ooh, he must be really close. Like 1 hit point? Another graze? Oh, fine. Come on! Is that another graze? Yes, that's another graze. I need to be spreading my troops out more. I'm too close.
On my way.
On my way.
And these guys have very, very nasty swipes. Thank you. Finally melted one.
Hostile eliminated. That's what we're looking for.
Flashbang.
Let's just do it like this then. Fiona, you can fire twice. You can fire twice. This is sort of misprevention. This flashbang that I just sent out. I'm now gonna do some damage to each. To make sure that they not only get their flashbang damage, but also red fog. And of course they immediately start regenerating. Oh well. Please don't take a swipe. Because that car is gonna go up. Oh shit. Well, that was fun. Idiot. Not in range. Well, there goes one rebel. Final fight of the night, yes. One phase less.
How do you like that? I can use this.
2 phase less. And it looks like he just dropped an Illyrium core and various other stuff. Yeah, you pick that up.
Let's go.
Yeah, so much for killing everything by the end of the turn. I wasn't expecting that many grazes and misfires.
These are my things. Acknowledge. Acknowledged. Crusher out.
Couple more cores.
I'm on it, Commander.
I don't want to be too aggressive.
Affirmative. Covering now. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Because there's still 4 more targets out here. No, sorry, 3, not 4. 3. Pick it up.
Roger that.
Good stuff.
Got the goods.
Okay. High cover.
Okay.
Move up a little.
Aye, sir.
Okay, I'll go.
I want to see if these guys just happen to lumber into an Overwatch.
Let's see what you got.
They don't. Okay. We'll just have to scout them out then.
I'm trusting you here.
What did I expect from the rebels? Well, I have seen rebels which are actually more accurate than my own troops. It has been known to happen.
No.
Understood.
Oh, they're over there.
Heads up.
Yep, directly in front. Okay. Move to high cover.
If you say so.
They're
Scanning.
probably by that fence. That's where I would expect them now.
Got it. Moving.
Means Igor and Nimble are gonna start flanking. Oh shit. There they are. Oh, they brought a drone. That's a fairly new development. Nimble got too close over here and got detected. I was really hoping to not trigger this pod yet. Not bad.
I got a piece.
Not bad. Can we get the surveillance drone down a little? How much?
We both know it's not as simple as that.
Not too bad. That should mess with his aim a little. There you go.
They're everywhere.
The Faceless won't attack this turn because he cannot get to me. Not for lack of trying, though. How about you? You're gonna mark? And then you're gonna hit the rebel, I think. Or not. It's not quite what I was expecting. Nimble. One less.
I can use this.
How far can I toss a flashbang? Far enough. Because I think I might be able to take down the Faceless just with the rebels. It does depend on how accurate these guys are going to get. And whether the game decides that I deserve another graze. Like that. That's not what I need. Oh well. Come on, mag rifle, high roll. I just need a 7. There it is. Thank you, game.
I'm here to help, but I don't have to like it. There's
You're
some
here to
things I
help,
need to do.
yeah. Nimble. Take down the officer. This is why she's such a great operative. And sure enough, these are not the usual targets that she faces. Usually she's facing something far less dangerous, or far more dangerous. But her combination of lightning hands, firing a pistol several times at a target, doing a lot of damage, being able to go very quickly into a flanking position, and using a melee attack when needed, just makes her very, very flexible. Alright. Did lose a rebel, but with her guidance, that rebel should be back pretty soon. And if I'm not mistaken, then by now I shouldn't be leaking any supplies anymore. That is, if this is the last haven that they had infiltrated. You never know with that vent. Oh, she even got a promotion out of that. Fanfire. Fire at the same target 3 times. Recon. Recon specialist. 30% less detection radius. Or whirlwind. No. Fanfire. 21 mobility. Now show me that haven. Yeah, it's a liberated region. I think I'd assigned a soldier here. Because this region had been hit. And she was just there to make sure that that was not going to get hit again. I'm going to grow this region out a little. Just putting some guys on supply. Or on the recruit. That's going to cut into my income a little bit, but I think I can manage that. Alright, with that I'm going to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then I can really use your support. You can show that through Patreon. The link down below in the description of the video. Aside from that, next time is going to be the 100th episode. I don't think I've ever had a series which has gone on for 100 episodes on my channel. So it's quite a new experience for me as well. What you can expect next week? Well, I honestly couldn't tell you. Cat Pyro is going to still infiltrate. Carlo? Maybe, because they're down to 3 days before they must launch. Whereas these guys are 8 days till they're at 100%. They don't have a deadline. Keystone, 5 days. And over here, ambush troops in... this one, 1 day. We're going to be ambushing a troop column with the Red 4 squad. So that's coming up in the 100th episode. See you guys next time.